Hi, today is 20th of June, and for the next week, or at least for 21st of June, that's a Monday, there are six stocks जो मेरे radar में will be there for the first 1 hour of trading. So let's start. I am going to keep this video very short. ये बहुत एक छोटी वीडियो होगी और वहाँ पे मैं जस्ट इस कंपनीज के नाम और उनके लेवल्स वेरी क्विकली डिस्कस करूँगा. सो फर्स्ट कंपनी जिसमें मैं ऑलरेडी पोजीशन कैरी कर रहा हूँ इज़ मैरिको, एंड आई हैव ऑलरेडी ट्वीटेड इट अर्लियर. सो गिवन दिस चैनल यू कैन सी सिंस नवंबर इट हैज़ हैड अ वेरी गुड रन, एंड ड्यूरिंग द मंथ ऑफ मार्च अप्रैल यहाँ पे कुछ डिप आई थी, बट इट वॉज एबल टू गेट अ सपोर्ट ओवर दिस चैनल. And then right now is trading at 521, 522, and it went towards 525. It is an all-time high for MARICO. Going forward, as you can see, multiple times it has taken support. It has touched this upper line. So going forward, I can easily see a level of 540, and this would be something which is one of the stocks. MARICO is one of the stocks which is in my radar, and I'm going to track this particular stock in this next week. That's last week or for the 4th week of June. From here you can see it was making a higher low here also, so higher low it was making, and then eventually it took a very good support at 500 when the dip in Nifty came. This is on a daily chart, and then it was able to again take a support round about at 508, and this is exactly when I added and I tweeted about it just one or two in the last session. Or going forward, I think a target of 540 would be somewhere which would give me some 4% move and a good return, because I'm here since 508 levels or 505 levels over here when I tweeted. So I am going to get some 5-6% hopefully in this very short tenure. The second company which I'm going to talk about other than MARICO is SUNTV. I have done a detailed analysis about SUNTV, and you will find it in the upper right hand corner. I'm not going to talk much about it, but the only thing which I want to showcase is here, and also here. So 4 times it has touched this particular zone, and going forward I would be very much skeptical. I have already booked my positions, and also I'm carrying positions from way below 485 levels. This is somewhere over here when I started tweeting about it. No, actually it was here. Alright, sorry. So यहाँ से मैं positions लेके carry कर रहा हूँ, और it went towards 570, and also I think it was way back in March time frame जब मैं ये position में बोला था कि SIP is one of the best things to do here, जो मैं tweet किया था. But no matter what, this is somewhere touching the resistance, so we have to see of how this particular structure flies. I would be very thoroughly monitoring the 565 levels, say for example, and I would be studying if it's able to take 565 levels. And on a monthly chart you can see its all-time high is around about 1100, and from there it had a very drastic downfall since the start of 2018, and this is only this that it's able to reverse and try to take some support. But no matter what, you can see this particular level over here, so this particular level is one of the levels which is resistance for now, and we have to see if it is able to cross and breach this levels. In the very short term is 550-ish right now, and in the very short term, if the breakout comes, I would be placing my bet for a very short time target of 600, but this won't come in a week hopefully. But given the number of tweets, number of positions that traders and retailers are going to take, I don't know, maybe 600 would be doable within this expiry of which is in the next 4 days. So definitely SUNTV is the second stock which is in my radar. The third stock which I have already also tweeted a lot lately, and you will find it in my market watch, is GUJGAS. Is trading at its all-time high, and one of the things which I wanted to showcase here is this particular structure. So it was stuck in a zone since the March, and then in the start of June it gave a breakout from this particular structure, and especially this was after it posted its result. It is running really good. The one thing which I can again showcase here, if I move for an hourly chart, say for example, and here, so you can see this was the low, and then higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So going forward, I think 670 would be a very interesting zone to track if a breakout comes in. I would not really expect much of a move before this expiry, but I think going forward this 620 region would be a very good, or even the 640 region. I would be very much be interested in tracking this 640 region if it is able to get some support and then it moves up. But no matter what, you can see it's always like this. It falls, it dips, buying comes, and then this breakout comes in. This has been happening for long now, and so theoretically this is also a same structure I'm going to follow. So my third company is Gujarat Gas, and the fourth company which I'm going to talk about is Ramco Cement, and I'm going to keep it very short and simple. So if you look for a monthly chart, it went for an all-time high of 1100 and then it corrected, but it's able to maintain this 950 zone, and right now it's trading around about 1021 zone. So if I do this cleanup, and let's jump here. Here also I'm seeing the same structure as higher lows are getting made, and then there was a tip, but eventually it got bought, and then again high lows and high lows. And this was something which is of very interest to me, because if you look on a daily chart, you will see that Ramco Cement has been facing some resistance around about here. So here multiple times, and then it gave a breakout, and then immediately it failed, and then it tried to again validate the breakout, but it failed, and then again it's trying, but this time it's different because it's in a tight consolidating in this particular region. And so let's have this one, because when this consolidation was happening the previous time, so it was able to sustain 1000, and this is exactly how it's working even now. So right now it's around about 1040 levels over here, right? So I would be tracking, say for example, above 1055 levels for any particular move to come in, and then I would be taking some positions in this particular company. But one of the things you have to understand is it also depends. So another thing which I can see is more in terms of a very good rounding pattern of a consolidation has happened, and I think this might be a very good time for me to keep a track and move and track this company. So no matter what, I can see that there is a resistance around about 1075 1080 levels, but given the fact that it had a very good consolidation in this particular zone, I won't be surprised if it goes towards 1200, because this is one of the stocks, or at least towards 1150 levels, right? Because this is something like, the structure would be something like this in the future. So this time if it's able to break this, I would not be surprised if it goes towards 1050. Whether it will happen before expiry in the next 4 days is something that we have to see. And so I have already discussed Gujarat Gas, MARICO, SUNTV and RAMCO Cement, and now there are two companies which actually retailers have a lot of interest, but I never trade on them. But since few times I took one of the trades, and so it's a GMRINFRA. Few days ago I took a trade, and in which I booked out, and I said that 32 was a very tough resistance, and it went towards 31.5, something like that. So now you can see there was the reason is pretty evident from this particular chart. You can see this is a particular resistance zone, and similarly you can see over here is a sort of a support. This is on a daily chart. If I go for an hourly chart, it's something like this. So what we can do for sure is, you can see it's something, the structure is something like this. Every time it goes, it faces resistance and it's going. But the reason why this particular structure came in is because of this nice support it got from the previous this region where the breakout happened, 27.5. It touched, and it's a sort of trying to validate the breakout which came. I was able to enter around about this, and I booked out at 29 point something, I didn't, because it was stuck in upper circuit or something like that. I don't remember, but yeah, this was the first time that I have ever traded, maybe in in the last 4 years. So, and this was something of a very interesting structure came in. And right now the reason I'm discussing this is because I think a lot of people are interested in such companies. So if you have interest, so it's my job to help you out and help you in taking positions. The reason is, you see, it was around about 130s, and now it went towards 10. So anytime this breakout would come, say for 33 and 35 levels, all the people who are stuck from here, they are going to book out, and as a result of which the stock is not going to sustain much. But no matter what, I think if you are stuck, if you are one of the traders who want to trade in this company, this might be a very good validation which has happened. So right now in a 15-minute chart, you can see that multiple times it has it has faced a resistance in this particular line. So you can see for one, two times here, 3, 4, 5. Now theoretically it can go and have a resistance at 29. So the thing which would be interesting for me is to see how it's able to cross 29.5 levels, and this has been acting like a support, and now it's a breakdown, so it's a resistance. If it is able to break 29.5 or even flies above 30, say for example, and so this might try to go for towards the previous high of 32, where it should face some resistance. So GMRINFRA is the second last company, and the last company is again a retailer's favorite, is Vodafone Idea. The reason I bought this company is again because of a particular structure. So on a daily chart, it was around about at the 14 levels, and then it corrected towards 8 levels. I mean, I have no idea why people actually go into these, but someone asked me to do an analysis for Vodafone, and I think this was something which is very interesting, maybe. So here you can see it faced a resistance multiple times in this line, and here also it faced, but it was able to overcome. And then the good thing which happened is, this is on a daily chart, so since the last few sessions it was able to maintain this particular slanting zone, and it has given a very good green solid green candle with a volume participation. So going forward, if it's able to take out these particular level of say 11ish, so let me so the level of 11 would be something which you should track, and then I think a very good term target would be 13. So theoretically, why I am talking about these is, let me show you over here. So on a very upper time frame, so this I am on a weekly time frame. So you can see that last time it was not able to move above 14, which itself is not a good sign, but it's able to somehow maintain its level. But yeah, it's up to you, and theoretically I would really suggest retailers to stay away from stocks like these, which are just stocks like Vodafone Idea and Yes Bank. These are some of the stocks which you will find that is always published in TVs, and people should always, I always think there are thousands of so many good companies you have, so I have no understanding of why someone would want to invest and trade in these companies which are just junk, and theoretically I don't understand what value they see going forward, because these are just gambles. But no matter what, if you are one of the persons, I am no one to comment on your trading or investment styles. I personally don't trade, will never trade Idea, Vodafone for sure. And yeah, so that's it. So as we saw in this short video, we discussed companies like GUJGAS, RAMCOCEM, MARICO and SUNTV. These are looking really good, and there are other two companies which which is GMRINFRA and Idea Vodafone. So I hope this 6 stocks, for me the first 4 would be in my radar for the first hour of trade. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope this was helpful, and today is 20th of June, and this would be the last video I'm posting for today. Have a nice trading session for the next week. Bye bye.